The most hectic and time-consuming phase of every scholarship application process is the documents preparation phase. In my previous video, I outlined some of the most common mistakes students make and how to avoid these mistakes to increase their chance of bagging the prestigious Erasmus Mundus scholarship. One mistake I, however, forgot to mention is the mistake students make when it comes to preparing the required documents. Let me say this from the very beginning that your fate depends largely on the documents that you attach to your application, so it is worth spending sleepless nights in preparing these documents. Don't get scared yet. I'm here to guide you through the process and make it easier for you. Let's get straight into it. One of the most commonly requested documents is the English language proficiency document. This document is important to the programs because it measures your level of English and helps the admission board to determine whether you are capable of taking courses in English or not. If a language proficiency document is required from you, make sure to satisfy this requirement because most programs are very strict on this one. Register for the English proficiency test well ahead of time, leaving you some lead time before the application start date. This will help you to reschedule a retake if necessary. When it comes to the choice of which proficiency test to sit for, most programs ask for the IELTS, so I will recommend you go for that one. Nevertheless, TOEFL is almost always accepted by all the programs, so if that's your pick, just go ahead with that one. Next, the motivational letter. You have probably heard this so many times, but let me say it one more time. About 90% of the time, the motivational letter is the most important document you submit, and it tends to determine your fate. Because of how important this document is, I have a dedicated upcoming video in which I will share with you one of the motivational letters that got me into one of the programs and talk about its structure. But for now, let me say this. Take your time and prepare that. This document is a life changer. It can make or unmake you. Don't sleep. Some programs will actually ask for a motivational video instead of a motivational letter. In my opinion, this is advantageous because it is an opportunity for you to express your English proficiency level to the admission board. Let me also remind you that you will need a couple of lead time in preparing your statement of purpose or the motivational letter, so kindly consider this and start early. A word of caution, do away with generic SOPs. Your statement of purpose or motivational letter should be tailored toward the program's requirements. Like I said, I have an upcoming video in which I will dive deep into the do's and don'ts, so make sure to come back and check it out. Next, recommendation letters. Once again, you are probably aware of what to do, but let me reiterate it on it one more time. A working tip is to have your recommendation letters tailored to the program you are applying to. As it is with the motivational letter, try to avoid generic recommendation letters at all costs. If you are applying to more than one program, ask your recommenders to write different letters for the different programs. Make sure to provide your recommenders with in-depth information on the program you are applying to. Also provide them with links to the program's website so that they can check the program themselves and know exactly what to include in the letter. Most professors won't have the time to do this themselves, so you will have to provide them with a clear description of the program you are applying to, which will guide them to write a better recommendation letter for you. Don't just ask for recommendation letters and sit back, because they will end up writing not a so good reference letters, Also, I advise you to ask for recommendation letters from professors who are familiar with you and can testify to your potentials and personal traits. The last most commonly requested document that I want to talk about is the resume or a CV. Some programs will be specific with the information that they require you to put on your CV. Others will even go the extent of either providing you with a template or asking for a particular template like the Europass template. When not specified by the program the information that they want on the CV, make sure to include your personal and contact information, education history, relevant work experience. Take note, I said relevant work experience, so don't just add any work experience at all. Make sure you only include work experiences that are relevant to the program you are applying to. It is also important to include your research experience, if any. Your academic achievements and any relevant skill or certification should obviously be also included. Be sure to tailor your CV to the specific program you are applying to and highlight your strengths and accomplishments. It is also important to proofread your CV and format it in a professional and required manner. Depending on the program you are applying to, you might be required to upload other documents as well. Be sure to take your time and prepare these documents because it shows your readiness to take up graduate school responsibilities. Always remember to email the program coordinator if there is anything you are unsure of, whether it's a requested document or any sort of general inquiry. Email them to obtain a clear explanation. If you have any questions or requests, make sure to leave them in the comment section of this video, or you can reach out to me via any of the social media handles in the description of this video. Please consider supporting me to make more videos of this kind by subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.